Yeah, we got like half an hour here. I'm gonna try and bump off this hardcore Hermit read, VIRGO, LIBRA, Cusper before whatever. I still got half an hour left here. My time, allotted time in the library. Quick coming in messages, possibly about a passionate new beginning. The lead to a passionate new beginning. Could be dealing with a business owner or somebody who's a king of earthly matters, and Nine of Pentacles is like luxury. Somebody who's luxurious living, lives in a, I don't know. Somebody who's Pentacles Save, as they say, wealthy. A wealthy man is definitely involved in this somehow. Or a woman, could be a sugar mama too. And heartbreak. Possibly a heartbroken wealthy man, or somebody who is. This card's also my Black Widow in this deck, because he's just in this deck, because you see this ghost here, all these ghosts around this broad here. It's like she's, I don't know, she's got too many dead husbands to be, you know what I mean? Just to be like, I don't know, she's definitely a gold digger for one thing. She goes for older men, and probably most likely older men who have a lot of money. So this is the Three of Swords. Is like I'm thinking this is her next person here. Is this King of Pentacles, who's We'll go get more on that. What do we got in the heart of the situation there, Holy Spirit, for Virgo, Libra, Cuspers, hardcore Hermits? Okay, first off the bat, the first one out. Seems like this is going to be a hardcore Hermit read, because we got Betrayal, first card out. The heart of the matter is Ten of Swords. Somebody putting 10 swords in your back, and basically, after this is done, things will never be the same. So that's Gemini energy, I believe. Judas is basically Judas moment is the heart of the situation. At the bottom of the deck, we got the what you would call it, the what's her name, the Black Widow there, the Three of Swords. What do we got? What's the challenge for our hardcore Hermits there, Holy Spirit, in this read? Challenge. Okay. What's the challenge for? Challenge is giving and receiving. Just keep to give and receive still, because after somebody does something like this to you, usually it's somebody that's close to you and like that trusts you, because the only way somebody could put 10 swords in your back like that is if you trust them enough to do that, right? So the challenge is to still give and receive. Be a kind person, because maybe this might be somebody you were giving to who does this to you, right? We have subconsciously for Libra Cuspers. Subconsciously, you're thinking about possibly a Leo, the sun. You're thinking about happiness, maybe happier days. Maybe this has already happened. You're thinking about shedding some light on a situation. I'm thinking, because you know a lot of things about these people who did this to you. I'm thinking this already occurred for most of you, and they didn't expect you to still be around. And you've actually know a lot of things about these people. They basically thought that and that's it, done. But they didn't count on you, possibly. I'm thinking your spirit team had something to do with that. They didn't count on you still being around right now to tell this story. So that might be something you're thinking about, even if you're not like that's. Even if that's normally not something you would do, like basically. And not only is these people going around, and the challenge is also this giving and receiving. So they're trying to cut off all your, they're putting things in people's ears that are not true. So maybe you should put some things in the right ears that are true, because the truth always outbeats the lie. The truth always wins over a lie. they want to play underhanded, just put your sort of truth out there on your Libra side there, Virgo Libra cuspers, because that'll cut through any of the bullshit that these guys want to put down your pipe in other people's ears, right? What do we got in the past? How the fuck did we get here? Because of a love offer or a union. Somebody you trusted, somebody, that's who put these 10 swords in your back, somebody you trusted. Two of Cups is like a union, usually a romantic union, but doesn't have to be. It could be a business union, it could be any kind of union, really. It can also mean, yeah, so whoever, this is like, whoever put those 10 swords in your back is most likely like somebody you trusted. And like I say, it'd have to be. How would they get close enough to put 10 swords in their back? That's overkill right there. If somebody wants to usually take you out, they don't usually have to put 10 swords in your back. And they're not in a position to do that. They usually just like give you 2 antidepressants in the back of the head, if you know what I mean. Like they don't usually fucking put 10 swords in your back. Unless it's somebody you know, right? What do we got in the present situation there for Virgo Libra cuspers? Moving on. Okay, so presently you're moving on to calmer waters, which is a good freaking idea. I agree with that. That's a good idea. Moving on to calmer waters, and there's also a magician. I'm thinking is who's they might have hired. And the feeling I'm getting off of the stream is because what they did with the 10 swords there didn't work because they underestimated you, which these clowns always do. Now they're hiring a spiritual practitioner to cover this shit up and maybe try and do it properly. But I think that you've already been opened up. Your eyes have been opened to this, so you most likely have already seen this now, because that's usually when people like you get woken up, is when usually it takes them to attempt something like this, and it usually blows up in their face because they underestimated you, and then that's how your eyes are open. So now your eyes are open. What are you going to do about it? We got in the future here, we've got the star, we've got the Aquarius energy. You could be dealing with an Aquarius in the future, but what I'm thinking this means is faith, hope, and healing, because now you got to heal from this betrayal and rethink everybody and see who else was in on it, because it wasn't just one person. These people are weak. They don't fucking like go one-on-one. They have to have a pack of people to take somebody like you down, so they have to have at least like 3 or 4 to get their little baby nuts up high enough to actually even let you know that they're after you. You know what I mean? That's the type of people these are. What have we got in the way you're influencing this? Oh, we've got a Knave of Wands. So Page of Wands usually means good luck. So you're influencing this with good luck. Or you could be on in adventure mode, but you're also realizing that you have a lot of burdens around you. Like basically people that you maybe thought were helping you really aren't helping you out. They're actually like also like spineless little weasels and are probably linked up with you. Like I say, these people like form groups because they can't do anything by themselves. It takes them like 3 or 4 people just to walk down the street and tie their shoes and walk down the street, like literally. What do we got in the hopes and fears here for Virgo Libra cuspers? Like when they go rollerblading, that's why I call them the fair weather friends. They literally have to rollerblade all together in a row and like tie strings to each other so one of them doesn't get lost. Like they're like my little daughter is literally has more than these people. Like, what do we got in the we got a hopes and fears is that High Priestess. So you're hoping that your intuitive abilities are gonna basically save you the way they most likely did from this 10 swords in the back. That that's always what they do too. They never come head on at you, and you know this by now. They always gotta like have at least 5 or 6, and they gotta do it when you're not looking in your back. They gotta distract you or something, because God forbid you ever look them in the eye, they probably turn to stone, right? The lens you're looking through. This this is the 7 of, okay, the lens you're looking through is these guys. Yeah, this is normally another one of their motivations is they are materialistic. So they most likely tried to gain profit off of it some way. So if you check real hard, I bet you got a life insurance policy in your name or something along those lines where they could profit off of this. So maybe you want to check into that. What do we got in the environment? Hopefully your eyes are wide open. Okay, the world. So in the environment, you're closing out a cycle. I'd say if you didn't close out a cycle with these fucking cowards, I would have to say you're a lunatic. But that's obviously the right thing to do. Close out a cycle. The world, number 21. Underlying energy is this Black Widow. So it could have been actually your spouse who actually is part of this group of whatever did this, you know what I mean? Or was trying to, yeah. You know what happened. I don't need to say it, right? What do we got in the outcome? In the outcome, we've got Queen of Pentacles. This could be you in your earth side here. Somebody great, like very pertain, like you can pertain. I'm thinking you're can pertain very deeply to your earth side. You know what I mean? You could be. This is your earth side. Your other side, I'm thinking, is right now it's in this star energy, which can be Aquarius energy. It could be your hardcore side, which is the justice, the Libra side, right? But your Virgo side is most likely the Queen of Pentacles right now. Is you're being vigilant, you're listening for any kind of information, because that's literally the reason why they got those 10 swords in your back is because you were leaning more to the other side, right? The intellectual side is good, but you need to be able to see with your hermit eyes to actually pick these things out, right? Listen to your feelings, go within, right? Because they'll point out these Judases a lot quicker than your actual intellect will, because these guys are good at putting on masks and pretending to be somebody they're not. You know what I mean? What do we got else do we got in the outcome? But when you get a funny feeling, that funny gut feeling that just tells you that something's not right, that's what'll fucking literally, I guarantee you got that feeling when this happened. Probably like right when you woke up that day. Ace of Cups is a love offer, so somebody's going to come in with a love offer. I'd be wary of that too. Don't let it screw up a love offer for you, but just make sure it's not part of this coven or this group or whoever the hell they are. You know what I mean? Cowards is what I call them. But who else have we got in the outcome of this? We've got passionate decision in the Two of Wands right here. And we've got a Queen of Swords. So that is the kind of energy you should be in right now. Because this will fucking pick these bastards apart like, I don't know, like a cat does a mouse, basically. When you're in this Queen of Swords energy, you're very perceptive. And when somebody lies to you, you don't even take a chance. You just whoosh, off with their head, turn them into a Pez dispenser. And I'm thinking that you probably have a lot of snakes around you right now, so you might want to take up bowling or something, because you're going to have a lot of objects around you before you take this shit away, you know what I mean? You're going to have to cut out a lot of people. I'm just letting you know that. Because, like I say, these guys don't hunt alone. They're too cowardly for that. They got to have at least 2 people just to tie their shoes and get up in the morning and go out, you know what I mean? Because they make a lot of enemies when they do shit like this, obviously. And yeah, this is definitely this Black Widow. I don't care if she's your wife or whatever, you definitely gotta, because she's the reason why this happened. So just letting you know that. And you already know that. You don't need me to tell you that. Okay. Have a good one, Hardcore Hermits.